Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back to Watching Chickies. This is part 2 of day 154. Little chickens are just walking around a bit more, pecking at the blankets, and kind of talking to each other every once in a while. Stormy is continuing his new little sounds as he goes along. The girls are just kind of scratching at the blankets together. I think I'm going to give them a few seeds in a little bit to kind of enjoy. We have the nice new sort of cabinet there that we have organized all of their supplies with. And yeah, I think we'll give them a few seeds to nosh on. All right, guys, excuse me, Miss Kagome. Excuse me, Stormy. Let me put away your wipes there. Oh dear. Oh, everyone's a critic there, Stormy. What was that, Braveheart? What was that? Oh, the little random chicken noises. All right, let's see what we got for you. So I'm going to give you guys some flax seeds right now. I'm going to put these right into your feeder. Flax seeds are not their favorite of foods, but it's really good for them. It has a lot of omega-3s. And even if they just accidentally eat a few, that is good for their health there. Just going to mix that in with their feed. Let's get them a little bit of their grit. And this grit is good. It has some mixed probiotics within it. And it helps the chickens digest. I jokingly like to call it their flavor crystals. Kagome does seem to be a fan of it. There you go. Right there in the middle. And let's go with some of their old favorite, the sesame seeds. Now, there's not too many here, but we have more sesame seeds upstairs. Hold on. You guys going for any of the food I just put down? No, you're not, because you see me with sesame seeds. So let's get you some sesame seeds, and you're going to be happy, little chickies. And yes, sweet baby sea biscuits. These are chickens you see here. In black are ayam cemeni hen, named Braveheart. In brown and gold are onagadori, named Kagome. And then we have our little silky rooster, named Stormy. Oh, and Julie F., welcome back to the show. Our little Braveheart yesterday actually had quite the day. She laid her very first egg. So she has come into her full sort of, like chickenhood there. And we were very proud of her. It was quite the lovely little pink egg that she produced. There we go, guys. There we go. Some lovely sesame seeds for some lovely chickens. There you go, guys. Stormy's getting in the action there. Good, good, good. Everyone just enjoying your meal together. One happy little flock, one happy little family. Yeah, tasty sesame seeds for some little chickens. There you go, guys. There you go. And, Braveheart eats with such intensity. you can see her just pick up the blanket with every peck. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped hand feeding her, because it could get a little bit painful. Stormy, you can see he barely ever moves the blanket. He is quite gentle with his pecks. And our Kagome is somewhere in between. In fact, Stormy, just to highlight that, gently just took one of the sesame seeds right off my palm. And the chickens do occasionally like to talk to each other as they eat their meals. They give little clucks to each other just to kind of reassure themselves that the other one is there, that they have found some food, and of course that they are enjoying the food. They can sometimes give different calls if they're not really enjoying something. They have a variety of different noises that they make depending on the situation. Their little chicken language can be quite complicated. That can really depend upon their moods. Oh, and Stormy does have the fluffiest little booty there, Patim 70. Yeah, there is definitely a difference between all three of them with their chicken chatter. Julie, like our Braveheart here, she usually reserves most of her calls as these kind of more high-pitched whines. Our little Kagome, she usually uses more kind of like little trumpet noises, whereas it's our Stormy that does the majority of the clucking for our flock. Oh, he's doing a little sort of mating sidestep there. And you notice straight away Braveheart has actually kept her distance. She's trying to tell him, I'm not really interested in mating right now, but thank you very much. Sometimes Stormy does not get that message. You could see he's still kind of looking around. He's doing the occasional little peck. Oh yeah, he's right back to eating. He's no longer thinking about mating, so that's good. Oh, it's okay there, Miss Braveheart. It's okay. It's okay, it's just Dad. It's all right. So Julie, the chickens a lot of the time do develop their own kind of like accents. These chickens have been raised together, so they should understand each other pretty well. Polarity, the chickens are doing so well today. Braveheart has recovered well from laying her first egg yesterday. She's bounced right back. She's energetic, and I think she's about to take a sand bath over there. Oh, and of course Kagome immediately goes to join her. Oh, no, decided no sand bath? Okay. And for different breeds of chickens, you will occasionally hear different noises in general. These are my first 3 of these breed, so I'm not sure if they are indicative of their breeds in general, or they're just kind of unique little oddballs. Ooh, a mini Star Destroyer in the mail. That's quite nice. I know when I was younger, I had actually a collection of little Star Wars ships. I really loved some of the older sort of collections that I had that actually had the ships from the expanded universe at the time. And that's when they were just doing lots of new Star Wars books that went past the movies. They kind of went over all of that stuff when Disney bought them and started making the new movies. But I did quite like a lot of the expanded universe stuff. Ah, Legos, classic. Hello there, Stormy. Oh my, your comb really has developed, my lad. I know, such a dramatic-looking chicken. Oh, and Braveheart's looking at one of the lower little cubbies there. How you doing, girl? How you doing? You looking for a nice little private place? It's probably going to be about another week or so until we see her kind of try to lay another egg. I'm going to let her keep her little pile of towels down over here, just in case she wants to use it again. And it's likely within, I'd say about 2 weeks or so, we are going to be using the painter's tape to kind of give Stormy a little headband to kind of keep all of that hairstyle out of his eyes for good. Painter's tape is good because, one, it's not too sticky, but then it's also firm enough to hold in place. Oh my, so much talk from the chickens. Did you already finish all of those sesame seeds? So that's a good question, Ultimate Side Quest. What is something you've learned about chickens since adopting these 3? I've learned that chickens are a lot more warm. They are a lot more affectionate than I was led to believe. They can imprint on their owners quite strongly. They could really enjoy getting pets. They can really enjoy spending time with their human caretakers. And yeah, you really kind of get into a friendship with them. Chickens have their own moods. Like if you're late to come down to give them food, they are very quick to kind of tell you off. Chickens do love having a schedule, and if you're ever off that schedule, well, they will tell you that you are in the wrong. When I was gone for work for about 9 days, the chickens really did miss me quite a bit. They greeted me quite warmly, but I also got like a fairly strong peck from Braveheart at first, as if from her to say, hey, don't do that anymore. And then she went right back to snuggling me. Oh, an Ultimate Side Quest. Thank you for the Wholesome Award. That is much appreciated. And this is our first little flock here. They are doing spectacularly. We got our first egg from Braveheart yesterday. And, you know, we probably will have a few little hybrid chickens in just a little bit. And hello there, 404 and Ninja Not Found. Lovely to see you. And my beard is doing pretty well these days. I do need to kind of do a little bit of a shave soon just for my cheeks. But I'm likely going to be back on that period drama in a few weeks' time. So I kind of need to let my beard grow out again. I shaved it a bit when I was doing that show that takes place in the 1990s. So yeah, in a few weeks it's going to be a little bit more grown out again. I think Braveheart found a few other little seeds there that she's just taking care of. Oh, Stormy. That is so prolonged. I know, our Stormy has quite a little voice there. That just came from Stormy. I think he heard something outside, and he's just trying to alert me to it without him actually giving a crow. And yes, a car passed by our house. And Stormy did not like the sound of that engine. Sometimes I think he's just trying to imitate the sound of the engine when he makes a noise like that. I think he's just a really good mimic there. That might be your talent there, Stormy. Yeah. You want to come here, my boy? Well, come here. My fuzzy little friend. Yeah. My little teenage boy. There you go. few pets from Dad. Oh no, you saw Braveheart with her wings. Well, that's it for me. Stormy wants to see Braveheart. I think it might have been a little bit sound of chicken consternation. I don't think it was quite anger from Stormy. I've heard him make a much more annoyed sound in the past. I think that was more of a, I don't quite like that sound, but I don't know what to do about it. He's definitely gotten a little bit more territorial as he's grown up. I think he might think the sound of engines is like something potentially growling at him. So that could be his sort of reaction to that. Ultimate side quest. What inspired your quest to adopt chickens? And I've been quite fond of chickens for quite a while in my life. My uncle has raised chickens. I've had some friends that have raised chickens. And during the quarantine this year, all of the events of this year, we just saw a chance to get a few chickens, and we took it. And since then, we haven't looked back. Oh, that's a good word there, polarity. Not anger, but more so vexation. Lovely word. I have shown the chickens mirrors. They even have their own mirror right here. They largely ignore the mirror. They don't really play with any mirrors. They have reacted to seeing themselves on the phone when I flip the camera. Kagome has used it to help preen before. But other than that, they're not really playing with mirrors. And fatter than Lizzo, what's the best pasta shape? Well, I'm not sure what the best shape is, but I know my favorite pasta, well, if it's an Italian dish, I do really enjoy angel hair. But if you're talking more Japanese cuisine, I am quite a fan of udon noodles. Those are really lovely. Now, I think at this point, Stormy should be used to hearing the occasional car go past. That's why I think he might actually be trying to imitate the sort of engine noise as they go about. Stormy, I think I might join you here on the floor. Hello there, my little man. Hello there, my fuzzy-butted boy. Hello there, Braveheart. Maybe next time you lay an egg, you'll actually go into one of your little brooding areas there. We can, once you have a fertilized egg, we'll place the egg on one of these little beds, and you can sit on it really nicely. Though I'm not sure if you're ready for that yet. Yeah? Oh, hey. Oh, okay. Oh dear. Okay. Oh my. Stormy almost successfully mated with Braveheart right on top of me. Oh dear. I think Braveheart might have actually let you do that, Stormy. She was actually sitting down for a second, but then you got a bit too rough on her. You got too rough. Oh dear. And now Braveheart's gone to me, and she's making some little noises. It's okay, Braveheart. It's okay. I'm here for you. I'm here. There you go. Dad's got you. Oh my, Stormy. Oh my. I was not expecting you to try to mate with Braveheart right on top of me. That was very unique there. He, I think, almost successfully managed to do that. She was sitting down for a second. I saw her not actually running away. So it is quite likely in the near future, Braveheart actually might have a fertilized egg, which I wasn't really expecting for a few more months. So we will see. And yes, Stormy, you need to be more gentle. I don't think Stormy was expecting Braveheart to actually sit down there. I think he was expecting her to run away again, which may be why he was not so gentle. I'm sorry there, Braveheart. I'm sorry. You okay? There you go, girl. There you go. And yeah, that was longer than it was usually for the mating bit. You saw there when Braveheart was right here. Stormy kind of started to jump on top, and he actually made it on top for just a second. I was watching pretty carefully there, but he kind of jumped off before anything could really happen. So that was not a successful sort of little bit of chicken mating. But yeah, that was almost the whole process there. Generally speaking, the chicken, upon seeing the rooster mating behavior, will get pecked on the back feathers. The hen will lay down, and then the rooster will grab a few feathers with their beak and jump onto their back. And then the actual act itself takes a couple of seconds, but this time Stormy did not successfully manage it. Oh, and Ansarume, thank you for the compliment there. These chickens are, I think, quite lovely. All the different breeds are quite nice. Miss Kagome, it's been a while. I haven't shown you much love today. Here we go. I'm gonna put Miss Kagome here on my shoulder. There we go, Miss Kagome. Hello. Hello, hello. There we go. There we go, lovely. It's been a while. Yeah, just talking to us for a while. Oh my, oh my. So the egg fertilization works in chickens by the rooster. Once they mate with the hen, I believe that single act of mating can actually fertilize several of her eggs. Roosters can mate multiple times a day with a single hen, which can leave quite a lot of their sperm inside. Once the egg is fertilized, it acts pretty much just like a regular egg. The only difference is once the egg is exposed to a certain temperature, the egg starts to develop. The embryo starts to develop. After about 10 days or so, you can actually tell if you shine a light through the egg. If the embryo is developing, you'll start to see little sort of like black filaments developing as the sort of like veins and the embryo develops, and it'll look different from a regular egg. If after 10 days of the chicken sitting on the egg that you can't really see anything with a light, that will mean that the egg has not been fertilized, and you most likely have a rotten egg on your hands. I believe the chickens can store the sperm because it does fertilize several of the eggs, I believe, for a successful mating procedure. I could double check on that just in case I'm wrong. AZN Rice God, thank you for the silver award. Much appreciated. And yeah, these chickens are right here in their play area. This is a devoted chicken area that we have for them in our house. The chickens themselves spend the majority of their days outside. We bring them in here for doing these videos and to sleep during the night. It's a pretty easy cleanup. We sweep and we mop about twice a day, and the chickens are quite happier for it, and we keep them safe from any local predators at night that might otherwise get into their coop. And yes, chicken mating procedures do not last long at all. It's really just a couple of seconds for them. Just a couple seconds of passion, and then it is done. The rooster strives to kind of make up the difference, however. On average, a rooster in their prime can actually mate 17 times a day on average. So yeah, so it's, 17 times 2 seconds each. Yes, all of the chickens are now, we pet all of the chickens. They are pets. We have been hand raising them their whole lives. See, I can pick Stormy up right like this, and he does enjoy a bunch of pets. We pet Kagome, we pet Braveheart as well during the episode, and yeah, they are just all lovely little pet chickens, members of our family and friends for life. Oh wow, one of your chickens laid an egg the size of a tennis ball. Oh my. Well, that is much bigger than the egg that Braveheart laid yesterday. Braveheart laid her first ever egg. It was a very tiny, perfect looking pink egg. We still have it upstairs. It's basically this size. It's a bit bigger than a quail egg. I would say maybe it's like twice the size of a quail egg. It can fit perfectly into a shot glass, we found. It's not nearly as big as a commercial chicken egg. We posted a picture on Reddit yesterday with a size comparison for any of you who are interested. But we were just proud of her. She laid her first egg on day 153 of her life. Yes, with that first egg, I could only imagine how small the chick would have been if that egg had been fertilized. James Cole, the chickens don't really fight. The closest that they ever come to fighting is when Stormy unsuccessfully tries to mate with one of the girls. He's been trying to mate with both of them, but Braveheart has been running away from him, and Kagome just kind of yells at him and tells him no. So other than that, they pretty much get along. They all eat together, they play together, and yeah, they're with each other all the day, which is a good thing. Chickens are very social little creatures. If you just have one chicken, well, that's not nearly enough. A single chicken will regard you as the only other member of its flock, and if you aren't around all day, your little chicken companion can get quite lonely. Chickens can get depressed, and depressed chickens can actually get quite sick, and they're probably not going to have the best of lives. I would recommend anyone getting chickens to get a minimum of 3, so they always have little flock mates to be with. Monstrous, thank you for the hugs. We only have one rooster, and our one rooster, Stormy, doesn't fight. We pick him up, we pet him, and he's a good little man. Oh my. Well, a tame furry. You had one rooster and a hen that you raised together, and if you picked up the hen, the rooster would jump and kick at your head, so you got 5 hens. Well, Stormy doesn't do anything like that when we pick up Kagome or Braveheart. He's not nearly as territorial. Though one of the differences might be in our flock, the alpha chicken, the leader of the group, is not Stormy. It's actually one of our hens, Kagome there. The brown and gold onagadori is the leader of the flock. She kind of is the first one to eat any of the food. She is the first one to kind of talk to me in the morning, and she's the one who keeps everybody in line. In black, we have Braveheart, our ayam cemeni hen. The ayam cemeni are a breed from Southeast Asia. They have hyperpigmentation, which means this black coloration goes all the way down to their very bones. Over there, in brown and gold, is our onagadori named Kagome. And the onagadori is an endangered breed from Japan. Their tail feathers have a mutation, which means they never naturally molt. As a result, they can grow out to be more than 20 feet in length, or over 6 meters. Kagome's tail feathers at the moment are about 14 inches long. And then over here, we have our fuzzy little gentleman, our silky rooster named Stormy. And the silky breed originally came from China. They were first bred around 2,000 years ago. And they are covered in these fuzzy, soft feathers that resemble fur. They also have hyperpigmentation, which means his skin is black, his muscles are black, his organs are black, and his very bones are black. And Stormy does indeed crow. He is very proud of his little crows. He usually only does it when we are out of the room, or he just gets very excited about something. There are actually hundreds of different chicken breeds of all different colors. Chickens are actually known to be able to mate with a few other bird species. One, most notably, the pigeon. Pigeons and chickens can actually crossbreed. And it was a very lovely day yesterday to see Braveheart lay her first egg. I'm sure Stormy didn't know what the heck was going on. Yeah, my little man, yeah. And the girls are just enjoying a nice meal with each other over there. Oh yeah, if you really want to see something wild, Google after this, pigeon chicken hybrid. So basically their hybrids look like, basically the bottom half are chickens, and then the top half look exactly like pigeons. And if you find a video of them, they actually make pigeon cooing noises while running around like chickens. It is quite surreal. Oh, and Galaxy Vixen, I'm glad that your budgies love this stream. A little bit of wind out there. And in a few minutes, they'll be going out to their outdoor coop to have a little bit of fun in the sun for the rest of the day. And then they'll be coming back here for the night to keep them safe from any local predators. Our little Stormy is keeping a vigilant watch on the girls right now as they eat. He's being a good little rooster, taking care of his flock. And I love that just really brilliant blue spot on your neck, Stormy. It's kind of almost like a little mood ring for him. When it gets sort of bigger and just a more deep, intense blue, it usually means that he's getting a little bit excited. And a tame furry, yes. The chicken pigeon crossbreed does look like a chicken-shaped pigeon. That crazy girl asks, do they get a lot of bald spots during molting? So far, no. They've been pretty good about dealing with any molting feathers. I haven't spotted any bald spots on any of the chickens. We have collected a whole bunch of feathers from them. They are, you know, quite densely layered with the feathers. And they've been doing quite well. Oh, and thank you for the helpful award there. Much appreciated. Ooh, I think I might have to trim Miss Kagome's nails there. They are getting a little bit sharp these days. Despite the fact that she's going outside, sometimes chicken nails do need a little bit of help if they become too sharp. Optimally, they should be kind of dulling them by themselves outside, but occasionally if the ground is a little bit too soft or something, that doesn't end up happening. So we might need to do a little bit of nail clipping, because when I was picking up Miss Kagome just a second ago, I got a little scratch there. So she wasn't really intending it, but your little nails have gotten quite sharp there, Kagome. Oh dear. Oh, and that crazy girl, I'm sorry that happened. You said that you were on an egg farm once, and the chickens, oh, well, that's not good. Well, these chickens are not working animals. They are little pets here, members of our family and friends for life. So, you know, these guys have a much different setup than those chickens. We try to make sure that these guys are always happy, they are healthy, they're full of life, and they are safe. We don't care how many eggs that they give us. They are here to enjoy life, to have the best of times, and to be their best little chicken selves. And AliB88, hello and welcome back to the stream. Our little chickens are doing well today. Braveheart, Kagome, and Stormy. Braveheart has definitely recovered from having her first egg yesterday. And yes, Kagome's tail is definitely getting longer each day. It's kind of matching the length of the rest of her body at this point. It's kind of like her having her own little weather vane right on her butt. Oh dear. And hello there, Mr. Stormy. You hear something else there? Yeah? You want to tell us about it? Are you thinking about it, my son? And AliB88, yes. Braveheart had an egg yesterday. We did a little special episode yesterday. We showed off the egg. She laid it in that corner. She took one of the spare blankets and she laid it right there. And she did so well. It was this little perfect pink egg that she made, much smaller than a commercial egg. We posted a picture with a sort of size comparison here on Reddit, and we still have the egg upstairs. Likely to preserve her first egg, we will kind of use a needle or something, and we will like drain the egg so we can preserve the eggshell. The only thing that we know for sure is that the egg was not fertilized because our little Stormy has not managed to seal the deal with either of the girls. So the egg never would have become a little chick, though I could only imagine how tiny the little chick would be that would come out of that egg. And we are all so proud of Braveheart for that first egg. She definitely was ahead of schedule there. She's just kind of like 5 months old now. We really weren't expecting her to lay for another month or so. But, you know, when it is your time, it is your time. Miss Kagome is probably going to take at least another month and a half to lay her first eggs. Onagadoris tend to lay a little bit later than ayam cemanis. And I could only imagine how small Kagome's first egg is going to be. It's probably going to look like a quail egg or something. Oh, my little man. Just making your little growls and moans. Oh, dear. Are you a grouchy little guy today? Well, I'm glad to see Kagome and Braveheart just be so hungry right now. You know, especially Braveheart is definitely going to be hungry these days. After laying an egg, that takes a lot of energy. We made sure to give her lots of stuff like powdered eggshell to replenish her calcium, because you could get calcium deficiencies in your hens after they lay. So we're going to see her get a lot hungrier these days now that she's come into her full henhood. Oh, and Wood Right 860, congratulations to you. You got your first eggs 2 days ago from your 5-month-old Rhode Island Red. Congratulations. And Braveheart does tend to look a little bit crowish, and that's because of her hyperpigmentation, which means this black coloration goes all the way down to her very bones. Stormy also has the hyperpigmentation, even though his feathers are actually gray. And then, of course, we have Miss Kagome, who kind of has these pheasant-like characteristics. She is an endangered Japanese onagadori. So, you know, she's a little bit different anyway. But the only thing is, all three of them are certainly chickens. They are just 3 different breeds. Oh, and that crazy girl, some eggs get kind of a crumbly shell. Do you know why that happens? And if you are getting eggs with a very sort of crumbly and thin shell, that can be an indicator that your hen is not getting enough calcium. Sometimes you can have eggs lay parts, some eggs that actually don't even have shell on parts of the eggs. And that can be an example that they are in desperate need of more calcium in their diet. Laying eggs takes a lot out of your chickens, and you need to be able to just watch what they're eating and give them the appropriate nutrients they need. Oh, and I would be picking up my chickens to pet them right now, but they're kind of eating. I could pick up Stormy, though. Stormy's not doing anything. There you go, my boy. Here's my little chicken man. Here with Dad. Hello there, my boy. Hello. Yeah, you weren't doing much. You were just looking around. You weren't eating with the girls. You were just being on your lonesome there. Lovely, lovely. Love your little hairstyle, Stormy. And we've been working on it quite a bit. As we can see, his eyes are clear of feathers. One danger for little silky chickens is that their hairstyle can grow and rub into their eyes, which can lead them to get, becoming blind. So we wanted to prevent that for our little Stormy. Oh, and that crazy girl, not thin shells, more like wavy and not smooth. Now, I know there are occasionally sort of like the opposite situation. Occasionally a hen could have too much calcium in her diet, and it sounds like you might be describing excess calcium deposits that are happening on the eggs that the chicken is laying. And that could be the situation that you have there. Chickens move their heads quite quickly because, as you can see from Stormy, their eyes are on the sides of their head, which means that right here in front of them, there is kind of just like a little gap that they can't see. If I hold my finger right there in front of Stormy, he can't see it. So if he wants to see what's directly in front of him, he needs to quickly shift his head to be able to see something. Oh, I think maybe Lauren might have come back home. So it's possible Stormy just heard her. And if it is Lauren coming back home, Stormy might end up crowing in a little bit. There you go. So yeah, birds have to get quite good about moving their head quite quickly just to get a better sort of glimpse of their environment. They always have that one little blind spot right in the middle. Hello, Braveheart. Hello. Do you want to come over here? Here. There we go, my love. Did you have a nice meal there? Oh, come here. Come here. Giving you a chicken cuddle. Yeah. There you go. A little chicken cuddle for Braveheart. Yeah. Yes, you are, lovely. Want to go and eat some more? Or are you going to go sit down? Yeah? Going to play on the blanket for a little bit? Oh my, oh my. Oh, yes. Stormy does crow for mommy. You know, whenever he crows, I like to think that he's always saying, Mama! Mama! He's definitely a little mama's boy there. Oh, you got a little bit of something to eat over there. And Braveheart has moved on to a little bit of preening. So we are right here at the end of our stream today. We have a couple minutes left. I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. If you enjoy this sort of content, feel free to check out our YouTube page called Watching Chickies. There's a link in our profile to it. And, you know, liking and subscribing really does help us out quite a bit. There's also a link to our Instagram and Patreon. Thank you to our lovely Patreons, Gamers Playing, Memento Mori, Lucidity, Xanthe, February Monster, and Sushi de Carne for your continued support. And thank you all for joining us today. It's been another lovely day just watching the chickens, a little daily dose of chicken therapy. Oh, and Lumatron75, thank you for the wholesome. And a Blaze Judgment, thank you for subscribing. That is lovely. And yeah, we basically have over 150 days worth of streams up there, plus a few little bonus videos. And I just love how these streams just help recharge me for the rest of the day. Just checking in with the chickens, getting to chill out with them for a while. Just letting the world pass us by as we watch them be their best little selves. And I'm glad to be talking to all of you here, my old and new friends. We will be back tomorrow at about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I am looking forward to it. So from our little silky rooster, Stormy, our ayam cemeni hen, Braveheart, and our onagadori hen named Kagome, we all wish you a lovely day, and we hope to see you all again real soon. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.